So here with the 2xKO Alpha, we have 6 characters to choose from with 15 different team combinations. So the question is, what does your 2xKO main say about you? So if you main Darius, you probably like using Gorilla Glue for more than its intended purpose and probably have a thing for men. You probably picked Darius because you thought he looked cool, but realistically that doesn't even matter since you play with Pulse Fuse and your monitor turned off, so you don't get to see what he looks like anyways. You sit there mashing buttons praying that something will hit so you can do 50% of someone's health bar just by clicking one button, which is the same thing my 5-year-old cousin does, just so you know. Since you're playing with your monitor off, you enjoy being able to throw out moves that cover half of the screen and that punishes your opponent for blocking. And then you end up doing a quarter of their HP just from chip damage because of his passive. But that doesn't compare to these Alawi players. Whenever I see an Alawi, it makes me concerned for what they have going on in their search history. So you Alawis are not far along the line from Darius players, just a little bit more morals. You gotta give respect to some Alawi players though, cause she's not as simple as Darius since you have to figure out how all of her tentacles work. But even with that being said, whenever you see someone move, you get the urge to turn off your brain and do a raw super. You just can't resist yourself. And that's not even the worst, cause when the fuck is it my turn? Every time they put someone on block, I imagine they get up from their computer, go make a sandwich, and come back just in time for the block string to be done and for me to be in a raw super again. And if you're lucky enough to not get raw supered after being stuck in the corner for the entire round, you can expect to get a command grab. So overall, these Alawis just enjoy seeing you have a miserable game. But now for the saving grace of the alpha, we have Echo, and thank God, because if you play Echo, you probably have a happy and caring family, and overall are just a great person. If an Echo player is being described by the status in their friend group, they would be the group leader. This character is simply for real men who can see a top tier from a mile away. Echo with his clones has endless mix-up potential, making your opponents question what Riot was thinking creating this champion. But then again, if we're being honest, Riot isn't specifically known for their balances. Echo mains can ignore this though, and overall will simply have a great time playing the game while enjoying the top tier while they have it. But speaking of another probably maybe top tier, we have Yasuo, and we all know what Yasuo players are like. A common trait for a Yasuo player would be constantly being chat banned due to destructive comments. Yasuo players are always going to be sweating their ass off and breaking something when they lose because of their troll duo. This player is going to be an absolute sweat or is going to be an auto combo demon. There is no in between. If you get a Yasuo that's good enough, they'd be happy to show you what they're doing at their day job every day. And their day job is just sitting in training mode. So don't be surprised when he hits you once and oh, there goes 70%. But overall, the Yasuo will always be a respectable player because they're playing a champion that is meant for real men, unlike Braum. Don't get me wrong, Braum is for men, just for a different type of man, if you know what I mean. These Braums typically don't know how to play the game, they just know how to throw up a shield and sit and protect their Yasuo carry until the game is over. When the Braum does finally decide to do something, it's just them spamming their armor moves over and over again until something hits. At some point you'd think they'd get bored of it, but you know, they'll just keep doing it throughout the entire game. And that brings me to the two different types of Braums, because there's either the support Braum, who's just gonna sit back and let his other teammate play the game for him while he watches, and the one who's just throwing out armor and freeze over and over again. And for you Arya players, y'all are happy because you know that Riot favors characters like this for skins, because you people won't stop buying them. Like, look at it, they've already got one here in the alpha to try and lure you guys in. They probably didn't have to try too hard for that though, to be honest. Y'all were gonna buy whatever skins they released regardless. And with how she plays, you Arya mains don't care because you're not playing her just for her moveset. But if you do decide to learn her, you enjoy being able to have insane mobility and extra dashes over other characters just to overwhelm them. There's also a high chance that you Arya players are the ones running around the lobby with tails on. It must have been your happiest day when you saw that was in the game. But even with that being said, Ari does have lots of mix-ups and combos she can be doing, so I gotta give respect where it's deserved, especially with her being able to simply do a quadruple overhead. What the fuck? Anyways, does this sound accurate? Let me know in the comments, and if you're up to it, check out the other videos on screen, but otherwise, see you next time.